What's goody world? We are back. It's Nolo Tee.
What's up, y'all?
We are back with the homie Micky Flanagan. We just did one. I think this is the same thing you had on, ain't it? It's the same set. That red, white, blue, twinkle in the star.
Yeah.
It's gonna say Micky Flanagan. I believe this is the same.
But this one
this
is called
Back in the Game. This is not called.
Maybe this is just his uniform.
Who knows? I don't know. All right, this one is called Getting Out of the Doghouse. Let's see what Micky talking about, man. You ready, baby?
Yeah.
Hey, rock.
And I have to say, I've given my wife a little mention. I know that, like, she gets mentioned in this show a lot, but I cannot reassure you enough that we are very, very much in love. She is as happy as a pig in shit with me. She is. I can show you the Barclay card statements if you really need to see how cheerful it's made her. And which is the first girl who I've sort of met who it's got better and better with, because I've had a lot of disasters. Nothing to do with me, obviously. And I've had them end for bizarre reasons, because I've been out with all types of women. I went out with a girl once, not my normal cup of tea. She was really spaced out, man. She was into numerology and astrology. She believed she was a witch. She had energies flowing through her. She could heal people. Do you know why she blew me out? I got a little bit of spunk on her dream catcher. Little tiny bit. Isn't it mad, isn't it? And I nearly blew it with my wife right early doors. Do you want to hear the story? I nearly blew it with my wife in the first year. Ooh, nah, it involves the events of 9/11. Strap in, strap in. Now, I know 9/11 was a terrible day in human history. Tragic beyond belief. Tragic, tragic, tragic. However, 9/11 did get me out of the doghouse. Hear me out. Hear me out. My wife and I met in the year 2000, fairly late in the year. Like I said, we went off on the little Greek holiday. We had a bit of a deal-breaker moment there when I changed into a pair of Speedos and a bum bag. She said she wobbled.
What's a bum bag?
Wait, I was gonna say run it back a little bit, but that was good. Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly late in the year, like I said, we went off on the little Greek holiday. We had a bit of a deal-breaker moment there when I changed into a pair of Speedos and a bum bag.
Speedos and a bum bag.
Yeah, what's the bum bag? What's the bum bag, y'all? Pair of Speedos and a bum bag. I don't know.
We had a bit of a deal-breaker moment there when I changed into a pair of Speedos and a bum bag. She said she wobbled. Thank God I'd lost my vest that said posing till closing on it. Iron Apple 1990. Yeah, we ruled that square. We got back and I sat her down. I said, listen, sister, you're my cup of tea. I said, I think we should put this to the test. I think you should move in. She moved in. I was still a very independent man at that stage in my life, still able to make my own decisions, still able to buy a pair of shoes without sending her a photograph first. That's always a tough moment in the shop, isn't it? The little assistant looks at you. Do you like them, sir? I don't know yet. I'll let you know in a minute. No. I'm having a crisis, apparently. Nobody wears green cowboy boots anymore. Sort yourself out. I said, you might as well know how my life unfolds, sister, and I'll tell you straight off the top. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I go and do the stand-up comedy. I said, but Mondays I go a bit fucking mental, I do. I go proper mental. I said, we have a Monday club, me and the lads. Christ knows how I end up most Mondays. So she said, fair enough, if that's how you live your life. I said, but I tell you what, seeing as you just moved in this week, I'll be home this Monday with a nice bottle of wine and a takeaway for you. She said, you are the best thing that ever happened to me. I said, oh no, stop crying. I went out with every intention of going home, But then I got the flavour. The dreaded flavour! All I had to do was phone him and said, look, I know I'll be home about 7:30. I said that, but that's not going to happen, babe. I've got the flavour. I ain't coming home. I'll make it up to you later in the week. And that would have been the job done. But no, I didn't do that. Because I'm a man, and I'm an arsehole, and I'm a coward. So I phoned her. I said, babe, I said I'll be home about 7:30. I reckon we're looking nearer 8:30. She said, all right, but I have got the plates out. And I am hungry. I said, all right, I won't let you down. 8:30 rolled round and I thought, I ain't going home. But I won't phone her and irritate her. In my head, I reinvented her as the most reasonable woman in the world. Sitting there going, oh, 8:30, he's still not in. He must be having a lovely time. Never mind, I'll make myself a sandwich. And I'll make him one and all. And I'll leave him a little note. You had a lovely time, didn't you? But never came home. Here's a sandwich. Please feel free to give me a nudge if you fancy a bit of the other. That is not what happened. At about 9 o'clock, my phone went, and the abuse I received was so intense and profound, every other man in the pub could feel it. Men were turning to each other. Someone's getting a coating in here, I can feel it. I don't like it. Someone's getting a coating. Who's him over there? I put my phone back in my pocket. I'd gone rather ashen. My mate looked at me. He said, what's the matter with you? I said, she's gone right the other way. My mate went, Mick, I'm going to tell you something for nothing now. You go running home, the rest of your life will be a misery. All the other divorcees started joining in. I said, oh, mate, you're right. Get another drink in. When I'm about 1 o'clock.
Remember that how he said he pop out. That's how he like to pop out. That's how he like to pop out. He said, pop out how you like, but this is how I like to pop out.
You're right. Get another drink in.
Pop out!
When I'm about 1 o'clock in the morning, down I fell on the bed, pissed. She said, is this how it's going to be living with you? I said, I don't know. It's called a U-shape up, I suppose. Only the way you spoke to me tonight was appalling. I woke up about 7 in the morning. There's some banging and crashing going on outside, if you don't mind me saying. I'm still pissed. I shouted out, keep it down out there. What's the matter with you? Where's your civility? The door slammed and she went to work. I woke up about 1:30. I'm in bits now, and hungover, guilty. I had a little look in the mirror at myself, had a little look in the mirror. Is this it? You want to fuck this one up or not? You want to be on your own the rest of your life? Old man in the park stinking a piss with a little dog. Is that the man you want to be? Well, you're going the right way about it, ain't you, baby? Like, what fucking idiot. Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. I went and put the kettle on in a crisis, made myself a cup of tea. I slunk down on the settee. I was a broken man, so deep in the doghouse I may never re-emerge. I flicked the telly on. 9/11's kicked off. I thought, ha, there's hope. This will take the edge off of it. This will take the dairy off, as they say. When the second plane went in, I said, Mickey, you're out of jail, son. You are out of jail. The height of the carnage, I called her in work on the phone. I said, hello, babe. All right? You seen what's going on? She said, yeah, we were all watching it on the telly in work. I said, yeah. Puts everything in perspective, though, babe, don't it? She said, I'm coming home early. Me and you are going to have that bottle of wine and that takeaway. I put the phone down. I was back in the game. Where you at?
Hey, my boy Micky popped in on her ass. That boy popped out on her ass, then popped right back in on her dog ass. Oh man, okay. Well, Micky got a shit ton of clips on his page. So y'all let us know if there's any we need to get to first. Cause we gonna be pissing like a camel. See, there go one right there. Send those Micky clips, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.